Welcome back to web design tutorial part 3. In this part we are going to learn the HTML basics. I'm going to open up my folder, this file of same file lesson1.html. okay, and I'm going to open the web browser as well. So yeah, that's my web browser. And okay, if you don't know how to open this file, I'm going to close this. I'll show you one more time. Yeah, I want to say, okay, file, open file, or you can use the Control O. Then you go to your whether you make a folder, you can remember the web design folder. Then inside that lesson1.html. okay, if you save in the desktop, it's on the desktop, or whatever place you saved it is there. Okay, I saved it desktop. I'm going to select the desktop, and the folder name was web design. I select that. Then I go to the lesson1.html. okay, right. Now first things I want to write, there is different kind of headings, like from H1 is the big, and then H2, then H3, then H4, H5, H6. There are 6 headings for write the headings for any text. There are 6 headings, so you can use, for example, if I type H1, then I write heading 1, then I close this tag. Okay, then I save this and I refresh the page. You can see the heading 1 is here. Same way, if I write now H2 tag, and I'm going to write heading 2, okay, Control S, then if I refresh again, you can see the difference between 2 headings. This is heading 1, this is heading 2, and if I want to make now heading 3, H3, then I write heading 3 or heading 3, and I save again. You can see the size of, if I make this one inside, whatever you text is you're going to print is the same thing, is whatever you're writing inside the heading is going to display over here. If I save it, now all the heading is going to change the name text, but the size is not going to change. Okay, so I'm just making it heading 2, then this is my heading 3. okay, and save it. Same way you can write heading there. As I said, there are 6 headings, so I'm going to type another, maybe heading 4. This is for 4, this is for 5, this is for 6. Now I'm going to make the changes. This is my 4, and this is also 4, and this is also 4, and this is 5, this is 5, this is 5, this is 5, and this is 6, sorry, my mistake. If we'll see the heading, these are the different type of headings. So heading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can see the size. So these are the 6 headings is available for your needs. You can use your for size of whatever size you need, you can use the headings. Okay, so we have learned the headings. So if I'm going to delete this, if I say this is, if I say now here, welcome to my website, okay, then if I save it and I refresh this, you can see nice heading, welcome, sorry, welcome is okay, welcome to my website. And if I save it, then if I refresh it, is welcome to my website. That's nice, that looks nice. So okay, now the next things you're going to learn, we have learned this is heading. Okay, after the headings, so we are going to talk about the comments. For comments is for your own benefit. If you're making any notes, comments is like a note. For example, it's not going to do anything on the browser. For example, if I say comment here, comment and save it, Control S, then refresh it. You can see comment is writing here, but I don't want my code to. Okay, now we are going to learn how to write a comment in the HTML. Comment is nothing but our notes we are going to make for our notes. For example, if this is our heading, if you write heading now here and save this file and refresh it, you will see here is writing is coming. We don't want this heading, the notes we are writing, is to appear in our main web page. This is our web page, this is our coding. We want to keep it on the inside coding only. So how are you going to write a coding? In the same way, you just less than bracket, then exclamation mark, okay, then you're going to exclamation mark, then 2 dash, then you're going to finish with 2 more dash and close the bracket. Inside this, if you're writing anything, you can see the color it changed as well. It's great, and it's heading now. If I save now this one, and there is nothing here, so you just write website heading, whatever note, website heading, that's it. Okay, now this is our website heading, we save it, and there's nothing, is our own notes only. Next things, we're going to learn how to make a paragraph. Okay, how to make a paragraph. So you're going to, for writing the paragraph, for example, if you go to any website, I'll go to bbc.co.uk. Okay, if we go to any news, let's see, these are the paragraphs. You can see this is one paragraph, and this is another paragraph, okay, and this is another paragraph then. Okay, so what we are going to, if you want to do like this, I'll copy this one and I'll go back to my code editor. I'll use the p tag, then the text I copied it, I'm going to paste it, Control B, paste it, then I'm going to close my tag. Okay, now I want to save this, then I want to see this code in my browser. Okay, now if I refresh it, you see my code is here now. So next things is this paragraph, this is the different paragraph. If I want to make this text in different paragraph, I do the same thing. I make another p tag, and inside this p tag I'm going to paste the text I need to, then I'm going to close my p tag, then I save it and I go back to my website and refresh it. So you can see there's 2 paragraphs now. Yep, like this you can make any paragraphs you want to. If you want to create another paragraph like this one, you can make the same. You just copy this and you make another paragraph. Yep, Control S. So that's how you just go back to our web browser, refresh it, you can see the nice paragraphs. Yep. So what was the heading here? If you want to change, even if you want this heading, so you can give this heading here. If you want to, if we want to make this one our heading, we can put this one our heading, and it will look. Then if you control this, Control S, if you save it, sorry, Control S, then you can see our heading. Then I've got the paragraph. That's how you use the headings and the paragraph tag. Okay, that's good. Now moving on to now inside the paragraph, maybe sometimes if we want to make some of the text, for example, if I say I want to make this national writing as a bold, if I want to make this as a bold, how are you going to write it? Just you need to use the b tag. There's a b tag, and I'm going to close this b tag and I'll save it. Now see the changes is happening here. You can see national statistic is bold now. Yeah, and for example, if I want to make italic, if I want to make this one italic, I can write I tag and I tag closed. Yeah, then I save it and I go to my website, and you can see this is now each link now. Yeah. If I want to, for example, underline this, then I go and write U Control S, then refresh it. You see this 8,000 is underlined now. So using like this, you can make different text. For example, to make a bold, and to make italic, to make underline anything. And there's another tag, span. A span is the tag. If you want to span as it to use the, we can use the CSS. We can use the CSS inside the p tag. If you want to design something differently, we can use the span tag to make nice design. Okay, so there's another tag called span, S-P-A-N. So for example, if I want to make my this for example lockdown, if I want to make this lockdown another design, I'll put this lockdown inside span tag. If I'll put this inside the span tag, then this lockdown, using my CSS, I'll make the different design. Okay, so you have learned. Now one more things, for example, I want to give a break here. I want to give a break on here. So if you want to give any kind of break, you can put the BR tag. If I put, let's see what's going to happen if I use this, Control S. You can see there now this paragraph is after the P tag is one line, then is here. If you want to make maybe Control S, okay, it may be another gap here. You can do exactly the same thing. One more break, you write one more break, you save it, then you refresh the page. You can see there's a gap here. If you want to more, then you can do the same thing. BR tag, Control S, then it's moving out. So that's how you can play with the P tag, bold, italic, break, span. There's different tags. If you go now, the advice is if you go to W3 schools. Okay, if you go to the W3 schools, maybe the HTML tutorial, as I told you before, you can see this HTML basics. Inside this HTML basics, we have covered our heading, and we have covered the paragraph. This one that said link. Okay, that's good. We'll provide a link, and images, buttons, list, a lot of. So we are going to make maybe one link now. How are you going to make the link? For the link, you are going to use the anchor tag. Okay. Now you can see this is hash reference. This is the location of the file. You can use the location of any page you make, or you can give the any website. So if you say, if I give W3 school here, okay, and you say here, click here to browse W3 school. Okay, if I save this, now come back to my website. If I save this, then refresh my page, I'll see there's a link here. It says the click here. I'm going to close all this, and if you say the click here to browse W3 school, if I click here, it's going to W3 school. So like this, a tag is anchor tag is provide the link. If you want to give any link for your website or different, you can use the anchor tag. So in the href, you're going to say the location of the file. For example, this inside the double is quotation or double space mark, you keep the link, then you write in here whatever the text you can say just click here, or the W3 schools link is your choice. You can write anything here. Now next thing is we are going to put an image here. So if you want to put an image, first of all you need to download an image. You can download image as we go through. You can download the image. There's a lot of image in the Google, but sometimes there's a copyright issue. The best thing, there's a website called Pixabay. If you go to the Pixabay, this is the website. If you go to this website, that website is, you can download the images which there's no issue. There's a free image and there's no copyright issue. You can download any images you want to. For example, I like this image. If I like this image, whatever image you select, you make sure that that's free to download. You click the free, then you just select I'll select the small one, or you can select whatever size you want, then download. And I'm not a robot, just click here, then download the image. Now it's going to download here, and I'm going to show in the folder. So I'm going to take this image, I'm going to cut this image, and I'm going to put inside my web design folder, the images folder. So that's my images folder. I'm going to put it here. Okay, now my images, I'll rename it. I'll say just name. You can rename this image. Okay, I'll say image 1. Image 1. Okay, I'll make it like image 1. Now I got my image, and I want to give this image in my web browser. So for image, the tag is image tag. You just image tag, you open the image tag, then you tell your computer the source of the image. Okay, source of that, then you give the source of the image, then you give equal sign, and the source has to be inside the double quote. And now I need to give the location of this image, the location of this image. Okay, now if you go to here, if you go to my folder, you can see my lesson 1 HTML, my HTML file, the web coding I'm doing, the file is this one, and my images is here. Okay, now for this reason I need to tell my program the folder is images, then the name of the file image dot what's the file, my file image name is image 1. Okay, now I need to give the extension of the image as well. How are you going to find the extension of the image? If you go to the images, it's called image1.jpg. So you need to tell this is my extension .jpg. Yeah, Control S, then I go back to my web browser. My web browser is this, then I refresh it. You can see the image is here. The image is here. Yeah, that's a big image because I saved it big image, but this image is here. Now remember, this location sometimes confused a lot of people. Okay, so you need to be careful about when you're giving this image location. For example, if my image is not here, if I take out my image and if I cut it and put it here, my image is not inside the images folder. How is it going to work? Now if I refresh it, now you can see there's image, my image is disappear. Okay, there's no image. So because the folder location I gave, my image is not there. Now my image is next to the index, my index file, next to my index file. If I'm going to close this. If I go here, my image is here now. So if your index and image is just back to back, it's not inside any folder, just you can go back to your code and tell, okay, there is no folder, and my image's name is image.1. Then I save it and I go back to my browser. I save it again, the image is back. So that's not the way I want. I want my image to be here. So I'll put it here and I'll make the changes. I made it before, and my folder name is images, and okay, that's how it works. Okay, can I close this? No, I didn't. I'm sorry, I need to close this tag. I don't know why I didn't close it. I'm going to close. I think I closed it. Yeah, I didn't close it. Okay, That's if, for example, if I want to give any text to show next to the image, what is the name of this image? So I can say, I can use the lt alt then equals image 1. Okay, I can say that, and I can control the size because the size is look like it's bit bigger. I can control the size of, maybe if I want it equal, maybe how many pixels I want to give. I want to give maybe 400. Okay, 400 pixels. I save it, then I go back here, and my image is small now. Okay, it was not big, now it's small, so my width is fine. I'm happy. If I want to say make it a little bit bigger, I can make, then I same way I can control my height as well. Height equal maybe 200. Control S, then I save it. Now you can see my image is height is 600 and width is 200. Okay, that's how you control a image. You can give, this is for the source, then you can give the text you want to you want to show in the image, and then you can control the width and height. Okay, good. Now next thing is we are going to see how we can create a button in our website. So we're going to create a button. So I will use button button, then I'll close the, then I'm going to say this is button 1. Okay, then I'll close my button. If I now save it and refresh it, you'll see one button is here. This button is here, but it doesn't look very good because it's just so tight with my images. So we are going to use our break br, and I will maybe use another br, so that is get a little bit, yeah, you can see there's a gap now here. If you want some more gap, you can, yes, yeah, that's how it works. So you got button here. I think for this now, practice these few things, HTML. So what we have done in this today, you can see we have done heading, different headings. Then we have used the p tag. Inside the p tag, we have used the bold, how to do something bold. Then we have used the italic. Then we underline. You have used the underline. Then we have used the span tag, and we have also used the break. And we have created a link for any website. Then we have given an image in our website. Then we have created a button. So practice these, and if you have any kind of problem or any doubt, just let me know. I'll try to help as much as I can. Thank you very much.